Welcome to Ait Ben Hardou, one of Morocco's most iconic landmarks. A fortified Berber village built only from mud and straw, clay and wood. This wonderfully preserved Khazar sits high on a hillside along an ancient caravan route between Marrakesh and the Sahara Desert. But these days, Ait Ben Hardou is probably more recognisable as a Hollywood backdrop than a historic trading post. So the question is, has it become more of a movie set than a piece of Moroccan history? We're Chris and Lydia. Join us as we find out for ourselves. We travelled to Ait Ben Hardou along the famous Road of 1,000 Kasbahs from the Dades Valley, passing countless ancient mud brick Kasbahs along the way. There's plenty of accommodation options in the area, and while you could always stay at a luxury hotel in the city of Ouarzazate, just 30 kilometres down the road, for a more authentic experience, we highly recommend spending the night close to Ait Ben Hardou in one of those historic Kasbahs. We did, and it turned out to be one of the most unique accommodations we've ever stayed in. This is our accommodation for the night.
And also toilet.
Another toilet downstairs.
Downstairs with the lounge.
Upstairs.
You have the best terrace. You could take a good picture in the end of the day and in the morning.
Yes.
And if you want, you could stay to see the stars.
Oh wow.
If there is
And this is our terrace?
it's only for you. All
Wow.
for you. You put that if you don't close.
Look at this, this is our private.
Alors, after at the end of the day, you could take good photos. Yes, and in the morning also when you wake up. And if you want to stay all together a little bit in the end of the day, in the evening, to see the stars here, it's okay. Good place. Voilà, très bien.
Merci beaucoup. Wow. Look at the views of the pool, views of the mountain,
Very authentic.
views of the old Kasbah.
Look at the big bird's nest, did you see?
Oh, on top of the tower.
So I asked her how they came about living in Morocco, because they're from France, and she owned a restaurant for 50 years in France with her husband's a chef, so we get good food, French food tonight. And they used to come work 8 months really hard through the year, and they'd come here for a holiday. So they used to just own this for their own holiday house and come here for 4 months of the year. And then in 2002 they sold their business and they moved here permanently and they set it up as a business. And back then they didn't have any electricity, running water, roads, but she said they still had plenty of people come to visit because it's so authentic. It's in the Berber traditional housing. She said you can't build like this anymore. So, and this particular apartment is as traditional as you can get. You just won't get this sort of accommodation. And we won the lottery. It was out of 3 people in our group, and we chose the lucky number 9. So it's a big apartment, and it's just the really authentic traditional accommodation. So we'll show you through, and if you want to come here, we will put the link below, and you can choose number 9, and this is what you'll get.
On our way back down the stairs, we discovered another little cosy bedroom tucked away. But with the day moving along, there wasn't much time to settle in. Before long, it was time to head out to see 8 Ben Houdu, the main reason we've come here. 8 Ben Houdu is a wonderful example of an ancient ghazar, a traditional fortified village made of earthen buildings and surrounded by defensive walls and towers. These villages were often located along caravan trade routes, built to protect their inhabitants and their goods. Caravans would stop here to rest, trade goods and stock up for their long journeys. This is 8 Ben Houdu, the scene of many a Hollywood movie, and you can see why. Just look at this. Hollywood discovered this incredible place decades ago. From epic films like Lawrence of Arabia and Gladiator to TV shows like Game of Thrones, these theatrical clay buildings and Casbahs have served as the perfect setting for Hollywood's vision of an ancient exotic world. The historic part of 8 Ben Houdu is located on the north side of the Unila River. To cross, we walked across the riverbed. There's also a modern bridge that was built in 2011. Before the bridge, when the river was full, you'd have to cross by donkey if you didn't want to get your feet wet. The main gate here was actually just built as a prop for the Gladiator movie, but it's been used in an Indiana Jones movie, Game of Thrones, but it's only a recent addition. They just haven't taken it down. We entered the village from the east, passing by gardens full of crops and artists and craftsmen selling their wares.
And so you just get a bit of your water and green tea, and then...
Not many people actually live in the crumbling clay ghazar these days. Most live in the village on the south side of the river, but still rely heavily on tourism for their livelihood.
So it's sugar.
Caramelised sugar.
Oh yeah, it smells good. Cream caramel.
It does smell good.
Voila, that's awesome.
It's like creme brulee.
Yeah.
Earlier, we visited a carpet shop in the village that was part of a women's cooperative. These co-ops play a vital role in empowering local women, providing them with opportunities to earn a living and gain financial independence. We've made an effort to support them whenever we can during our time in Morocco. I like this one, 8,200 dirham.
So this is a women's cooperative where they make the rugs here, the Berber rugs, and there's 200 women here and 85% of the profits go back to the women. Most of them work from home, so yeah, they've got a few women here that are showing us how it's done. But yeah, it's amazing.
As we made our way up to the village, we passed by the square where the arena for the Gladiator movies was built. References to the film industry are everywhere, which isn't surprising since Hollywood has become a key part of 8Ben Hadu's identity and a major drawcard for tourists. Hollywood fame has shone a spotlight on this ancient Khazar, drawing in tourists, which benefits the local economy and indirectly helps preserve 8Ben Hadu. So if you're looking for a scarf or a rug or a Moroccan souvenir, then you won't be disappointed. Sunset is one of the best times to visit 8Ben Hadu after the day trippers from Marrakesh have left and the setting sun casts long shadows over the landscape below. The old fortified granary at the peak of the village offers incredible views that haven't changed in centuries. It gives you a sense of the Khazar's strategic importance, and it's also the perfect spot to admire the sunset. Well, the sun's set and the wind has picked up. It's going to blow us back down the mountain. Apparently this is the shortcut down. Despite its popularity as a film location, 8Ben Hadu wasn't built for Hollywood. It stood here for centuries, long before the cameras arrived. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site with roots that trace back to the 11th century. Any renovations made to 8Ben Hadu must use traditional building methods and materials to maintain the authentic character of the Khazar and ensure it remains a true representation of Berber architecture and heritage. While films have undoubtedly brought global attention to 8Ben Hadu, they certainly haven't erased its past. It's been inspiring to walk through these streets and imagine the bustling life that once filled the alleyways, leaving us with a sense of awe. For us, 8Ben Hadu embodies both history and cinema, a unique space where the two worlds coexist. Back in our Casbah accommodation, our wonderful hosts, Michelle and Colette, prepared a gourmet meal for us, which we enjoyed in their jazz-inspired dining area. It was our first turkey tagine of the trip, and it was amazing. Thanks for watching today, and please subscribe, as we'd love for you to join our roving community. Let us know in the comments what you think of 8Ben Hadu. Do you think it's become too Hollywood, or does its history still shine through? And if you've been there yourself, did you go for the history or the film sets, or both? So now we're heading on out. Next stop, Marrakesh.